Well, good afternoon, everybody. It's Dave coming to you from the backyard here in Southern Maryland, and it's about 5:30 on Monday afternoon. So it's pretty warm out. I almost don't need the sweatshirt again, but it's a little cool without it and a little warm with it. So I just brought it out with me. It has been raining pretty much since Friday night, and in fact, been raining all day today, pretty much. But we got a little bit of a break, so I thought I'd jump out and have a cigar and have a chat. So not complaining about the rain, by the way, because we needed it. We were dry. It hadn't really rained here in weeks. And sometimes we get in a pattern where if it doesn't rain by about now, we've had years where it didn't rain really from mid-April until mid or late September, and that's a real drought. That's hard on Emery's garden, but it's hard on the horses and the pastures and all that. So not complaining. Glad to have the rain. It's just been dark and gray and rainy, and no real chance to do videos when it's or at least no cigar videos when it does that. So anyway, just took yesterday off, Sunday off. Just didn't feel like doing a video, and so I didn't. I've been real busy, um, just with real life stuff. Just all the running all the different aspects of my life. A lot of paperwork, a lot of emails, a lot of government crap, a lot of taxes and compliance with the farm and just stuff like that. So that's kind of where I've been the last couple of days. So let's see. I'm back in solidarity with Dave, Central Cal Piper, doing Connecticut Shade Charter Oak today. So I enjoyed that one. I think I did a video on it 3-4 days ago, and really enjoyed it. So I thought I'd do it again today. It's wrapped a little funky on the ends. I think I showed it to you before. The wrapper comes all the way around. Looks kind of strange to me. I don't see this very often, but it lights just fine. I think that's lit. Tastes good. Nice draw. Wow, great cigar. That is a fine cigar, gentlemen. So I brought out, since I'm out of crappy sodas, I made myself a nice coffee tonight. It's a fine drink to have with your cigar. I may have to punch out early. One of my surrogate wives needs surrogate husband help today, so she's coming by. Most of the women that surround my family, either through death or divorce, have no husband, so I function as her husband when things go wrong. So she's got a car problem. This is my wife's little sister, and she has a car problem. She's gonna bring it by here in a little bit. I don't know if I said it on camera or not, but I have about 8 women in my life that when a screen needs replaced or a car needs fixed or a bolt needs broken loose or kid needs to be picked up from school or something goes wrong and they need to go get picked up or something, I usually get that call. So it's kind of strange, but it works. I'm here to help, so I'm glad to do it. So like friends without benefits, I guess, right? So several months ago I mentioned that I might buy a brick and mortar shop. That's off the table. It was my cigar lounge in Wyoming. It looked like it might lose its manager, and if that was the case, I was going to make an offer to buy it and run the place because I think it could be much more profitable than it is now. But Dave runs it great, and Dave negotiated himself a great 2-year contract, changed his life kind of money. So I'm happy for him. I helped him negotiate it, and I'd much rather this solution go than me trying to buy it. I don't need to step in and buy a brick and mortar. So that is off the table. I'll certainly answer any questions, but you won't be hearing me talk about it anymore. I'm happy to have it go the way it did. I love the shop. I love what it stands for. I love what it does. So if I don't need to step in and fix it, then I won't. So it took us about 6 or 8 months to get the negotiation done. His name is Dave as well, but I'm really happy for him. It changes his life. Um, I mean, like 3 or 4 times the money he's been making. So I couldn't be happier for him. And shop's gonna stay the same. In fact, the shop's gonna get improved and get better now. So I'm happy. So I'm in no. I want to make sure I'm saying this right. I'm in no way sad about not buying something. I don't need anything else right now. So I'm truly happy for Dave and for the cigar shop. Tobacco Row will have a great 2 years with Dave at the helm. So nearly all of you responded really well to the track video, so we'll do some more of that. I need to improve the graphics cards. One of my graphics cards went bad, and one card driving all 3 of those screens is causing it some pain. So I'll get that fixed, and it'll still run. You saw it run well, but the shit I have to go through, the shakiness of the screens to get it set up and all that, it's a pain in the butt. So we'll do that. And Jim, if you're watching, Mid Ohio is an iRacing track, so I've got that downloaded. So we'll make a run on the Mid Ohio track. The other one you asked for is not an iRacing track, so I won't be able to run it. A couple of UK buddies asked if I'd run Silverstone. Would definitely do that. Silverstone is an iRacing track. I have it downloaded. In fact, I've run it. I've run Silverstone. We raced BMW M2s on Silverstone. It's a great track, so that will be a fun one to do as well. Yeah, for you England guys, I also have Snetterton. That's I did a 6-day race in Mini Coopers. That was an experience. The Mini Coopers were right-hand drive and not automatic stick shift, so shifting with the left hand in the middle of a race. So I learned to drive right seat, left hand stick on a race course in traffic. That was interesting. But if any of you are familiar with the track and you want to see it run, let me know. I mean, I've probably got a couple hundred tracks downloaded in iRacing, so they're pretty comprehensive. So if you know of a track, if you've always wanted to see run up close and personal, you let me know and we'll run it. I don't want to I don't want to wear out the track as far as like getting you guys bored with it, but it's really it's fun, man. A half hour goes by like that, so I'm careful about how many times I make you go around the track with me. I would think you'd get boring on your end after a while, but you guys let me know. So I was watching Mark's videos. I was watching Mark's videos, Welsh Piper. I liked your bird video, Mark. That was pretty cool. I can't tell you, that just reminds me, just what made me think of that is how peaceful it is sitting out here. There's no one here. I live quarter mile or half mile from any other house. I have all the woods right here, so all I really hear is our pond, creek, and then all the birds right here. It's really cool. But that was a cool video, Mark. Your man cave sounds shaky, dude. Hopefully you don't lose it. It's important to have a place you can go Sure, it's easy to sit here as an American with all this space, right? But I think it's important for a place where a guy can go and be on his own, and not get the, hey, what are you doing? How long are you gonna be doing it? Why are you doing that? Hey, I can smell that. That's why I moved everything that has anything to do with tobacco to the paddock. I literally don't have one thing in the house because I was getting that a lot. I was getting every time I got a delivery, I mean, you can smell the tobacco, which I thought was a good smell. You can smell it through the boxes. And then when I broke the boxes open, you guys have done a million yabos, right? So when you break the box open and that beautiful wave of tobacco comes through, especially when you buy in bulk, I thought that was fabulous, but it apparently wasn't fabulous. So as soon as the box comes here, I move it immediately to the car and get it out of here the next day. But you need to have a place you can do that. Wonderful stick. Wonderful stick. So does the world seem too quiet? The world seems too quiet. We're definitely in like the eye of a storm or something. Hamas said they'd accept the ceasefire agreement. Russia and Ukraine have gotten awfully quiet. The Middle East has stopped bombing each other. There hasn't been a protest in a while. They actually broke up the UCLA protest and all that. So sure has been quiet, man. It's like when you have a kid or a small puppy and you can't see them and they're not making any noise. Some shit's going down. And I feel like that. I feel like all the little kids that run this world, I can't hear them. I can't see them. I prefer when they make noise so I know what they're doing and I know where they are. So I've got all but 5 badge requests out the door. God, I put like 15 boxes in the mail today. Man, I went early in the day. I went like 9:30 or 10 o'clock this morning because that's usually when the post office is slow. So I only backed it up. There were only 2 people behind me when I left, so that wasn't too bad. But yeah, for like 15 of those little boxes went in the mail today, and some of them had multiples. I had one badge request come in late today. I haven't got that one done, but so I got 4 or 5 internationals to get out the door tomorrow, and then the new one that just came in. I didn't even read it. I just saw it come in, but I'll get that done. So hopefully 6 more boxes out the door tomorrow, and I'll be completely caught up. So I guess it's time to make your call. If you want a badge, ask for a badge. If you want a sticker, ask for a sticker. If you need a couple more, like if somebody said, "Holy crap, I love that badge. Where'd you get it? Can you get me one? Let me know." I've had several people where I've sent them more. He saw Potter Piper, wanted some more, so I got him some more. Um, yeah, we sent 5 off to somebody today, and so yeah, if you want a couple more because you want to give them out, that's great. Remember, the more people, the better. So keep keep it coming, keep asking. I'm seriously considering. I'm not sure I'm asking, but I'm seriously considering the next time I order badges, I'm gonna take the YTPC off, and we're just gonna be Team Freedom. I'm tired of all the pissing and moaning, so we might just disassociate ourselves. So we'll see. I haven't made that decision yet, but I'm awfully close to saying the next time I order, I'm gonna take YTPC off. Team Freedom will fit better. Team Freedom will be a little bit bigger, and the whiners can quit whining. So I think Team Freedom actually supersedes YTPC. I think our fight to maintain our rights, wake up, wake the world up, stop being the silent majority. None of that has anything to do with tobacco, except fighting for our rights to keep buying it and receiving it and shipping it and smoking it. But I can certainly move beyond the YTPC, which I'm kind of ready to do. Yeah, I don't even call that. I don't put it in my titles or my descriptions. I don't talk about it here anymore. I'm kind of done with it. So um, anyway, we'll see what happens. But if you want a badge or you want extra badges or stickers, just let me know. So one of the things I've been doing is creating a mirrored laptop, which I've never done before, but I do everything online now. So like OneDrive, and I keep my finances online. I do my farm books online. So I created a second laptop because I'd like to leave one in Wyoming and leave one here in Maryland. And if it works really well, I might create a third one and put it in the paddock. It's just nice not to have to carry that laptop everywhere I go, because the laptops are made to be mobile. But I learned during my career that laptops that get mobilized a lot get beat up and stop working. So, they're really not meant to. They're really not meant to be moved, like like shoved into a book bag and thrown in an airplane week after week after week. Eventually they do break. So I'm 90% done mirroring the two. It works really well, by the way. So I'm pretty happy. So another few days of testing, and then I'll probably buy a third one and get it mirrored, and just not travel with laptops anymore. That would be pretty sweet. I don't know if you guys are F1 fans or not, but it sure was fun to see my McLaren boys win the race on Sunday. That was really fun. I haven't seen McLaren win an F1 race. I'm not sure if I can't remember if they've even won one before, but I wear the hat. I have a great allegiance to McLaren. He just didn't just win it; won it by 7 seconds. And that's a huge deal in F1. It was really it was good to see. I can't say I watched the qualies and the time trials and all that, but it was fun to watch the race. And I don't know, it's just fun to see somebody you support win. So our new puppy should be showing up in less than 2 weeks. Yeah, should probably blow the house up pretty good. I'll find it'd be fun. I'll show you when he gets here. In fact, I think he's coming the day I'm going to be over at Johnny Onions. I think he's getting delivered a week from Saturday is when we're supposed to pick him up. The breeder's in Atlanta, and they're going to make a run up the East Coast delivering puppies. So it kind of has to be coordinated. But right now it looks like it's going to be the 18th. Might be the 19th. We'll see. But I'll be at Johnny's on the 18th. And I was telling somebody, I think it was Potter Piper the other day, I'm seriously considering getting, in addition to getting our baby white golden retriever, I'm seriously considering getting a baby ranger and having him be a travel companion for me. We'll see. 2 puppies in the house at one time, though. Oof. So my wife and I have talked about it because I figured I couldn't make such a big decision, such a stupid decision, without at least getting her involved. Her input was she's fine with it, but she'd like us to wait a year. So I might be able to do that. So I'm just kind of got a year out looking for the right puppy. I want a short-haired, full-blood German Shepherd, black and tan. I don't want him too black. That will scare my wife. All black dogs, all black German Shepherds scare her. But hopefully we'll have 2 additions to the family over the next several months. One in 2 weeks and one a few months after. That'll be kind of fun. I'll take you guys through that process. It'll give someone for Echo to play with. She's far more energetic and playful than Chance is. Chance is 10, Echo's 4, so she'd like a little more action out of Chance in each. He's a good player in the morning, but then he's done for the day. So the puppy's gonna wake her up and give her a little dose of reality here in a couple of weeks. So I rediscovered something that I'd forgotten, and that's how great grocery shopping is at 6 in the morning. With Lauren home, she's always thinking of something else that the house needs, or Emery's trying to make her favorite dinner for that night. So rather than try to go during the day, I get the list done the day before, the night before, and then I get up, and when I'm done with all my morning stuff, I run over to the grocery store like 6:30 in the morning, And even on Saturday and Sunday at 6 in the morning, it's like Dave's grocery store. It's fabulous. And they're getting the store stocked up for a big day, so it's pretty well stocked, or they're stocking it while I'm there. And sometimes I'm the only customer in there. It's so cool, and compared to going later in the day when everyone else is there. Oof, what a nightmare. But I've done it the last 4 days in a row now. I've gone like 6:30, and wow, that's nice. If you can get yourself out of bed and get yourself over to your grocery store early, might make it less painful. And unlike Jim, I mean actual grocery store where you go to buy food. So I've really been enjoying my Kaja tour. This one I'm being a little more serious about. So I did Prince Albert for 5 days, and then I did half and half for 4 days. And today was my second day with Carter Hall. I'm trying to smoke 4 bowls a day for 4 or 5 days in each blend before I move on. So I'll do another 2 or 3 days with Carter Hall, and then I'll do Sir Walter Raleigh, and then a couple others. But right now I got to say Prince Albert's my number one, Carter Hall is my number two, and half and half is my number three. I find all three enjoyable, but I have to say I'm with the Prince Albert crew at this point. But I also have to say not by a lot. I have to say I've enjoyed all three Cadre blends quite well. And to spend like 4 or 5 days with one blend all day, because I don't smoke continuously, so I'll smoke 4 bowls across the course of a day. And to do that for 4 or 5 days in a row really gives my palate a sense of what it thinks of that blend. So I've not done that before. I've spent 4 or 5 days, 4 bowls a day on one blend, all together 4 consecutive days or 5 consecutive days. Um, with no mixing. I don't smoke any other blends, so I don't mess up my palate or my pipes. So right now I'm smoking them all out of that nice meerschaum that I have. Um, so I'm trying to get a baseline, right? So all the blends are smoked 4 or 5 days, 4 bowls a day, all in the same meerschaum. So and I clean it between each blend. But I've really enjoyed the tour, I have to say. So I know there's a couple other cadres I got to do, but I've really enjoyed it. So I've also I updated my April pipe smoking log. So I've got the April summary done, and I've updated the 2024. So I don't have it with me out here in the yard, but when I do a video from the paddock, I'll give you my April blends and what my year looks like. So my April pipe smoking was way down. I mean, way, way down, like maybe half or less of what it is, because I don't smoke the pipe like I do in Wyoming. I don't smoke the pipe like I do here. It's mainly a cigar. My cigar count was way up because of the cigar lounge. So, but it's pretty fun. It's fun to log it. It's fun to see how many bowls I smoke. It's fun to see how many cigars I smoke. So, hopefully tomorrow I'll do my April update and my annual update for you. You guys seem to really enjoy the Med Freedom Friday that we did, and a bunch of you talked about how a lot of you foreigners outside the U.S. talk about how you can't buy some of that stuff. So, I certainly understand that, but maybe you find somebody who could write you a prescription for the ivermectin or something, or get a vet to write it. But please don't, just because you can't buy some of the things, please make sure you don't use that as a reason not to get ready at all. I think a great prepper saying is, I'd rather be 2 or 3 years early than 2 weeks late. I just think it's important. I mean, a lot of this first aid stuff is good to have in the house anyway, but large format band-aids and rolled gauze and squared gauze, those 3-inch and 4-inch gauze pads, disinfectant, neosporin, bleed stop, tourniquets, styptic pens. These are all things that are, I think, pretty easy to buy no matter where you are. I understand the outside the U.S. I think U.S., Canada, and Mexico is the Jace Center, but so it might be hard to get antibiotics. But a lot of things you could use on a daily basis anyway. And Just don't use the excuse you can't buy all of it to buy none of it. I know before I got into my prepper mode about 5 years ago, we struggled to find a Band-Aid in the house. You know, those old boxes laying around in the back of the cabinet with 2 Band-Aids left in it. That was us 5 years ago. Yeah, a lot of you guys have knives and stuff or chainsaws. You know, chainsaws cause real wounds. Knives cause real wounds. You know, ask me how I know. I've done it. You know, things seem kind of calm right now, like I said earlier in the video. And so, you know, sometimes that means we slack off. And I think maybe that's the intent. The last 4 years have been a little bit quieter, and I think that's on purpose. In fact, it was kind of predicted that in the lows of the 19, 20, 21 crisis, it was predicted that the powers that be would allow it to slack off to let us feel a sense of false security. So, you know, I just recommend, if you can own a weapon, own it. If you can carry a weapon, carry it. If you got a little bit extra money to do some preps, do it. You know, please don't wait until the next crisis emerges and then everybody wants to do it. It's so wet out here. I mean, it's like 3-day rain wet, so all the little gnats and bugs are coming out. Guys, I really do enjoy these talks. I feel like I feel like you're just sitting here with me, chatting with me. So I really do enjoy these. And my cigar's kicked in. I've got it half smoked. I can feel that calmness soaking into me. It just feels so good. The birds are chirping. I'm sitting in this sea of green. Just feels really good. Feels really relaxed. It's just a nice hour to chill out, not get on the phone, not do emails, not watch YouTube videos, not worry about the checking accounts or the tax accounts. To sit still in the middle of this, with this and this, just for an hour, 45 minutes or an hour, can change your life. Certainly change your day. I've brought him up before, but Piper Can, man, he blows me away. The guy works full time for the state of West Virginia, and then he worked 10 hours on Saturday and all day Sunday, you know, for the Coke distributorship. You know, almost never has a day off. I just feel such respect for that kind of hustle. Um, anyway, I just think it's pretty cool. I know I don't have to do that anymore now, and I realize it. What a privilege my life is. Paid a guy to come by, power wash my house today, top to bottom. It looks like a brand new house. You know, here in the States, we love our vinyl siding. So my house is like 1/4 brick and 3/4 vinyl siding. And when he comes by and power washes it, it looks brand new. It looks like we just built it yesterday. So not only do I not work at all, and versus Ken who works 2 jobs, never gets a day off. You know, I pay a guy to cut my grass. I pay a guy to wash my house. It's a life of privilege, and I know it. So my hat's off to people like Ken. Greg's another one. Tunnel take. Always hunting for that next job. Driving 2 hours each way to go to his job. You know, living away from his family while he's doing his job. I respect you hustlers, that's for sure. Well, guys, I'm still got a little cigar left, but I think I'm gonna shut up and wrap this up and just say good evening to you. Yeah, I don't really have too much else to say to you. Hope things are going good. I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you had a good day today on Monday. Yeah, I hope you got a good week coming at you. I hope, you know, we are now 5 months into 2024, and as we approached Thanksgiving last year, so many of you said that, good riddance to 23, and I can't wait for 24. So now that we're, you know, kind of 5 months into 2024, I hope it's a better year for you. Man, that's good. Definitely bringing another box of these into my cellar. All right, guys. May God bless you and those around you. May God turn His ear towards your prayer. May God make His face shine upon you, and may He bless your life as well as He has blessed mine. You guys have a great Monday evening, and we'll talk again tomorrow on Tuesday. Bye, everybody.